I see biogas in a future circular economy associated with biorefineries, with agriculture. I see, for example, seaweed farms where we can get alginate for biotechnology processes and we can use the residue for producing fuels. I see biogas reducing emissions in agriculture, reducing emissions in transport, producing green, renewable fuel while treating waste, while improving wastewater quality.
Yes, the best role for biogas in a circular economy is the closing part of the chain. We have a lot of resources. We should firstly produce products with a higher added value, like pharmaceutical products or of our products we need to live. And there will always be residues from that production process, and we could use that for biogas and energy production.
Biogas plays a wonderful role in the circular economy in being able to balance active participation between our rural and urban communities. It has the ability to engage the multiple sectors and multiple players, and in that way has the ability for various stakeholders to participate.
I see biogas playing a vital role in the circular economy through cascading bioenergy systems, whereby we integrate different biomass sources and technologies in order to make them more sustainable, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and ultimately to provide renewable gas to the natural gas grid.
I think biogas plays an important role in circular economy because the EU's aim to reduce 50% of food waste by 2030. So biogas will one of the factors to help reduce the food waste by recycle the food waste to produce the gas.
Biogas plays a very important role in circular bioeconomy in terms of renewable energy, reducing the waste, and also the residues from biogas production can be used as fertilizer. So it really covers the whole circular economy concept.
I see that biogas has a key role in Ireland in particular because in terms of environmental policy and getting joined up environmental policy across energy, across sustainability, transport, food production, it has an inherently integrative role in that a lot of the challenges in agriculture and farming in terms of reducing emissions, a lot of the byproducts and residues there can actually be harnessed through biogas, through AD for energy. So tackling the issue of emissions in agriculture and on the one hand, and then also in terms of transport, if we have biomethane for transport, it's tackling at the same time emissions and sustainability issues on the transport side. So just in those two examples, and that's something that Causeway will do, but in those two examples it brings a joined upness to all these various challenges that we have within the environment, and that's what circular economy is trying to get at, in that it's different to the linear economy where you have an end of the line product with which you can't do anything else. Circular economy means we can do more and continue to do more with the same materials and meet a number of different environmental, global and national environmental and energy challenges.
Biogas is in essence alchemy. You can turn something you don't need, something that is a waste, into something that is useful. It allows us to mimic nature. It turns our linear production process into a circular one, and as such it is an inherent and incredibly important part of the circular economy. It can turn waste into new raw materials or into the energy to generate more waste and then more energy. As I said, it is alchemy.
Basically, it's about giving farmers access to a new market while solving their problem in agricultural emissions and solving other problems in transport emissions. And through that, then you get them to produce the new biogas, they transport it to market, the market uses it in transport, and you resolve a number of emissions. That's the way biogas works for us.
Biogas is, I suppose, the ideal solution to the problem agriculture faces. Actually, all of the problems agriculture faces in terms of greenhouse gas emissions. Rural economy, there is a lot of rural Ireland that will benefit significantly from reinvigorating that economy, new jobs, new opportunities, new market, and being able to provide a product that will displace natural gas imports and provide the most cost-effective solution for heating Ireland and running our commercial transport fleet.
Biogas serves more than one function. It's actually at the intersection of economic and environmental policy, and so we can quickly decarbonise agriculture, we could decarbonise transport, and at the same time diversify rural incomes.
It's plain and simple. You give hand to biogas, biogas gives hands to sustainability.
The key advantage biogas has, or gas has in the economy, is that in the future the problem is how do we store energy? Effectively, people talk about the economy being electrified. There is no commercially available storage form of it for electricity that is a storage capacity by and large longer than a few days in terms of Ireland's position. If you look to say by if you take the projections for 2030 and the projected fall in battery prices to $70 a kilowatt hour storage capacity, we would require to spend $7,000 million to store electricity for just one day. During the summer, there were whole periods when there was no wind generation. So effectively, we have to have a form of energy that we can store for an extended period, and biogas is one of those vectors that could fulfill that.
I see the optimal role of biogas in the circular economy by the reuse of carbon from residues, and also of nitrogen from residues, phosphor from residues, and to bring it back to the fields or to growing crops.
It has a big role in nutrient recycling and also connected with other processes as a cascading use of materials.
Since natural gas is still a main energy source for the European countries, I think biogas is a promising substitute for natural gas to decarbonize the sector of transportation or heating.
I think anaerobic digestion should be based on sustainable resources. And second, I think the energy produced from anaerobic digestion should be used in sectors where there are no other renewable alternatives. And last but not least, I think it should be highly integrated in energy systems, but also in mass flow systems as agriculture or the utilization of waste.